Hello, Southern Comic Geek. Has anyone seen Bueller? Yeah, I'm right here. I made it. With a Dr. Pepper in my hand. I've been around. I've been flying around the United States from one coast to the other, looking at comics, talking to people, getting blisters. Happy to be home, man. I've only been home like one day in the last 2 weeks. And I am staying home for a little while now. I don't have any plans on going anywhere anytime soon. So, let's see how everyone is doing this afternoon. I said Southern Comic Geek, hello. Anthony, hello. How are you? TM Nerdy Travis, how you doing? Marvin, hello. I was hoping to see you in Florida. I didn't know for sure if you were going to be there, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be, I guess. Jeezy Cheesy, what's going on? Everyone, Marvin's book comes out this week. If I'm not mistaken, Edge issue number 2 is out this week, tomorrow. So if I'm mistaken, please let me know, Marvin. But if I'm not, just confirm to me in the chat that your book is out tomorrow on the shelves. Great stuff. Thank you, Jeezy Cheesy. I appreciate that. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Toadman X, hello. How are you? Cherokee Metal, what's up, my friend? The Rogue Trader, how you doing, buddy? Peter, hello. How are you? Station people. Steve White, hello. C-List E-Man, what's up? Fargate, what's going on? Rob, hello. Next year? What? Am I missing something? Let's see here. Yes, it's out tomorrow, everyone. The Edge number 2 hitting store shelves tomorrow. If you don't get it, ask your comic shop to put it on your pull list for the upcoming issues. It's a great book. Peter, hello. I think I said hello, Peter. Next year for MegaCon. There we go. Awesome. Absolutely. Derek, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you. Let's see. I can't wait to hear you and Bob crap on Substack. Yeah. Okay, first things first about Bob. Bob actually has surgery today. He's having surgery, so he might be out of commission for a couple weeks. So do me a favor. I don't think it's like a major surgery thing or whatnot, but please keep Bob in your thoughts and send him good wishes and whatnot. But I think he went into surgery about 2 hours ago, and it's only a day surgery unless there's some issues or whatnot. So I think he'll be home later tonight. If not, they'll keep him overnight. But apparently, he is having surgery today. Like I said, he'll probably be out for a couple weeks as far as doing the coffee video or any video for that matter. That being said, I do have some special guests. They're filling in for him. I know I have Sleepy Reader 666. He's going to fill in this coming weekend for the coffee video, so he'll be with me on Monday. And then I have to get with Jennifer. I think I mentioned something to her a while back that Bob had something coming up. But I'm going to get with Jennifer and see if she will fill in the following week and go from there. Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart. So anyway, keep good thoughts, good vibes. Send them to Bob. I'm sure he's going to be just fine. Like I said, it's nothing major, but just something he had to get done. So, but yeah, we definitely will be talking about Substack. And I know that CP Reader just did a video about that. So that might be the topic that we talk about on Monday. So I have to look into it a little bit more. A lot of stuff happened when I left town. That's one of them. Roland, hello. Jeffrey, hello. Yeah, yep. Prayers to Bob. There you go. Eric, what's up, buddy? John, hello. Long time no chat. Yeah, hey, Livin. Just was talking to him. Yes, Jen is awesome. Fellow Pacific Northwester. You should try a virtual co-host once in a while. No, I don't like doing that. It doesn't work as well. I'm not a fan of that. Never have been. There's nothing better than in person when you're doing a video like that, to be totally honest. And so the most I can do in person is the way I'd like it to be. There's definitely a different feel when you're sitting across from your co-host and interacting with them. And I think people recognize that. So I don't really have any interest in that. Nova69, what's up, my friend? I was watching Sleepy Reader 666 when I got the notification you were live. Okay. Yeah, this video. Sure. Anyway, so let me talk about what we got going on this show. As you can see, I referred to I have a stack of books from the comic convention, MegaCon in Florida, which I was just at for the last 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So I'm going to show you all the books I got from there. I'm going to do a review of the MegaCon and let you know what I thought about it as well. There's also some other things I want to talk about. The new Indiegogo thing. That's kind of the preview for it. It's not live right now. It's just like the sign up for the newsletter. You can sign up. I'll talk about that. It's a new project me and Dynamite Comics have. Talk a little bit about the Elvira thing, which was fantastic. Thank you guys for you came out for that Elvira thing and just kicked ass. So that was just fantastic. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the books that I got from the MegaCon itself. And I will be honest, most of these books were given to me by the vendors and the publishers themselves. Pretty much all of them, to be totally honest. So anyway, we'll just show you some of the books that were given to me. This is White Widow, Absolute Comic Group. They gave me this one, really nice looking shiny cover there. Some of these books I don't even know what the title is because it's a Virgin variant. This is a Second Sight Publishing book. This is one of their variants for that one. I think it was exclusive for the con. Very nice. Some more White Widow, shiny goodness. There you go. This one was a reader I took with me to read on the plane. Jin Hunter, Black Box Comics. This came out last week. Read this one, loved it. Talk more about it coming up on the copy video. Some more Scout Comics goodness, shiny covers, and we'll talk about this here in a minute. These Scout gave me their damage boxed or whatnot, which I love, and I'll hit on that more as the coming days. This was actually a gift from Steve Whiting because he knows Iron Man is kind of my jam, and this is number 46 of Iron Man. Wonderful yellow cover. Love that one. Thank you, Steve Whiting. We'll definitely talk more. Excuse me. Definitely talk more Steve Whiting here in a minute. The recount number 4. This is in the damage box from Scout Comics. I Make Boys Cry. Another didn't have that one. Very cool. A lot of these don't have bags and boards yet. Absolute Comic Group. Thank you very much. Let's see. The recount number 4 exclusive cover. Love this one. I talked about the series before. It's autographed from the creator, Jonathan Hendrick. He's the creator of this. Great guy. Spent quite a bit of time with him talking and stuff. Actually did a interview with him. I'm going to be putting those together. Love that book. Excuse me. This was a con exclusive, I think. Shannon Meir cover. I don't know what book this is, but Steve Whiting got this, and he gave it to me. So thank you, Steve. I want to just show this to Bob and make him jealous. Here is another White Widow cover, number 1. This is another AWA book, Resilient, number 1. Very cool. Thank you, AWA, for the nice books. Let's see. White Widow sketch variant. Nice. Like that one. Zenobia, number 1, Scout Comics. That was in the damage box. I'll tell you more about that damage box in a minute. Quicksand, another one from Jonathan. Number 1, he autographed that for me as well. He's got a few books coming out right now. The Cool and Capable, which is a great book. Leave the Light On. This is autographed. Second Sight Publishing as well. Awesome. Bradley gave that to me. Here's an ash can for Black Cotton. Let's see. Cold Blooded. Another one by Second Sight Publishing. Like I said, all these were pretty much just given to me by the publisher. So thank you to all of them. Scout Comics, Black Cotton number 2. Awesome. Here is the color version of that one I showed earlier. What book is this? This is Zombie Attacks on Horn Island. Is that right? Zombie Attacks. And it's signed on the inside as well. That's pretty cool. Some more shiny goodness right there. Look at that. Love that one. This one is really cool. I got to take this out and show you I gotta get the cover right. These Damn Kids, I think it's called. Yeah, These Damn Kids. And this is number 5 of 40. This was a Comic-Con, SummerCon exclusive. These Damn Kids, number 5 of 40, which is cool. So thank you, Bradley, for that one as well. He is one of the members of the Second Sight Publishing. He's I think he's the CEO or something like that. Laxia number 2. Very cool. Here is Divine Retribution. Another Second Sight Publishing. They had a really strong presence. Second Sight did with all their books. Hats off to them. I interviewed a bunch of their creators. I'll put that video together here pretty soon. Children of the Grave. You'll probably have it out this weekend. Frank at Home on the Farm. These are all the Scout Comics Damage Box. Mind Bender, number 2. Another book of Laxia that was the creator gave that to me and stuff. Really nice guy. I have an interview with him, so you'll get to hear a lot from him. White Widow number 5. AWA. Solar Flare number 2. We'll go through kind of quick. Solar Flare number 3. Zenobra number 3. Yep. Zenobra number 5. Harvest Horrors by Second Sight. This was also autographed. That's pretty cool. Thank you. That one I read on the thing. Savage Bunny Ever After, number 1. Cool. Tinker of the Wasteland. Tinkers. Kind of cool. I gave a few books to Steve, so I can't remember which ones. Count Draco. Solar Flare number 1. I think this is the wrestling one. Pro Wrestling. Long Live Pro Wrestling. Number 2. Savage Bunny number 10. Infernoct. I don't know what that is. Number 1. Electric Black. This is kind of a glow in dark cover, I think. Number 3. Vlad Dracul, number 2. Welcome to Paradise, number 1. Smoketown, number 1. All these Scout Comics, I'll get to them in a minute, tell you how I got them. Hendrix Girl, I don't know what that is. Book of Laxia, number 1. Wonderful cover, but look what happened to it. That's okay. I don't mind. It's a little crooked. It's a little bent. But you know what? I love it. I love it. I'll take it. Big fan. Okay, Pride and Joy. Pride and Joy of the Con. Actually, first, let me just say this. The Scout Comics that were in here were part of what's called a damage box. And as we all know, there's damages come all the time in books. So what they've done, they put together books that were a little damaged when they got to their thing, and they made a grab box out of that, the damaged books. And there's 25 books in each box, and it's $20 for the box. None of them are bagged and boarded or whatnot, but you get a lot of great stuff. And when I opened that up, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. That's just I don't care if they're damaged a little bit. They do put them on the back of the book. You can see there they put a D on there for damage, which, you know, if you're a reader, you could care less about that stuff. And for the price, $20 for 25 books, and you get a couple shiny covers and variants and stuff like that, it's super worth it. And I loved it. I'm going to highlight that box more. They're sending me a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of stuff they wanted to give me, but I'm like, I can't take it with me on the plane. I just don't have room. So they're going to be sending me a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to highlight it on the show because I'm a huge fan of Scout Comics. They support our show. They have for a while. The discount code works on the boxes. The 10%, enter code Bueller, all that stuff. It works on Scout. We're going to be working together to doing even more stuff in the future. Awesome, amazing time talking with those guys. I haven't seen those guys since before COVID happened, when I first introduced myself to them locally and stuff. So it was great seeing them again, just hanging out and talking, you know, how it's been going over the last couple of years. And it's just been awesome. So thank you, Scout Comics, for those. Like I said, we're going to highlight more of that box. Go to their website. It's I think I got the. It's not called Damage Box. It's called something else. But you'll see it. And you'll see the thing. But it's worth $20 for 25 books. And those are the ones I showed. There's a bunch of number 1s, a bunch of runs, a bunch of variants. It's awesome. That type of thing is right up my alley because I don't really care about the hot books or whatnot. I just want the something to read. So that's what I got. Okay, Pride and Joy of the Con is this thing right here. Pride and Joy of the Con. Let me show you here. This is one thing I do, and you guys know this, and I've showed these before. Whenever I go to a con anytime I meet someone who watches the channel, or fellow YouTubers or friends, or artist friends or creator friends, I have them sign a blank cover for me for my own personal collection. And let me just show you what I got. This thing right here, as you can see right below Venom, says MegaCon 2021. And these are all the wonderful people that I got to meet and spend time with. Some people I've known for a while, some people I just met and are fans of the show and were very happy to see me or whatnot, and I was happy to see them. But they all signed this wonderful, excuse me. I got my allergies back. I didn't cough at all in Florida because the humidity. Come back here, I start coughing again. But just a wonderful thing that I have done every con I go to, and got all these people to sign the book for me and stuff. And I did miss one day. I think I missed like a day and a half, Thursday and part of Friday before I got the book back. And so I did miss some names. So I apologize to those people that I ran into on Thursday and didn't get them to sign. There's probably about a dozen or so that I didn't get to sign. So, but this is by far my favorite thing. I now have a bunch of stuff like this, and it's just awesome. And there's everyone from, Hialeah, who is in the chat right here. I had a wonderful time with him. He's a great dude. I've met him before, and it was just a pleasure seeing him again. Him and his friend, I just love. And we spent the weekend together, and it was just awesome. I'll get to all the great people here in a minute. Let's see. Doyle Comic Art, he's right down here. He did the artwork for me. I show his work on the channel all the time. And if you've ever bought a Bueller box or an exclusive directly from me, I try to put his artwork in the box as well. So he does all the Venom stuff, and he does a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to working with him in the future. I told him about possibly a future project that we could do together. So Venom is his wheelhouse, but he's got a lot more than just Venom up his sleeve. So there's Boat Rights on here. Boat Rights signed Little Boat. That's awesome. Bronze Age Byron, of course, Steve, Stone Cold Steve, Cookie from a little podcast. Just tons and tons of people. So thank you. And also some creators that I know that are friends of mine, they signed it for me as well. And I'm like, it's a little weird for creators to sign a different book. But once I told them it was for, they totally understood. So I appreciate that. And those are friends of mine. Those aren't just random creators I'd never met before. I don't bother with their signatures. But anyway, this is my pride and joy. And really cool. I want to show this thing it's in this thick case, as you can see. And this guy right here, this is what it's called. It's called Comic Cloak and Protective Comic Cover, Strong, Stackable, Superior. And it's pretty cool. I got to say, this guy was actually a fan of the show. He actually kind of flagged me down or whatnot. He had a booth there, and he had all these there. And literally, he sold out. He sold every one of them. By Sunday, he didn't have any more of these left. And he left early. So he just took off. But anyway, he knew that I don't like slabs, but I've always talked about getting something to protect my books. And so this is a thick case, and really the picture isn't doing it justice. But you can see on here, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You should look, if they got a website, which I'm pretty sure they do. It's www.comiccloak.com. You should go check out their product. I like it. I was a big fan. I used this all day on Sunday, carrying this book around, and I kept it, all the hands that this went through, it did awesome. So this is something that I would use because I'm not a grader. I don't have any slabs or whatnot that I want to get done. This is what I would use. So anyway, go to their website, Comic Cloak. I think you'll like what they do. And like I said, the guy sold out of them. So good response. Those are all the books I got, except for a couple that I need to save for Bob. Bob got a couple books. So I don't want to show him. I want to wait till he's with me or whatnot. I'll give them to him and stuff. Anyway, there's a lot of people in the chat. I'm sorry. Joseph, hello. How are you? Live stream at Bob's room for, yeah. I don't know if he'd want to do that. Villain, how you doing? Let's see. John's comments with kids. Hope you're doing well. Hope the trip the trip was great. Here's the thing. I'll tell you about the trip. I didn't tell anyone I was going, and kind of how it came to be. because I just did the Comic-Con in Washington State on the weekend before. And so I did that. I was really busy. So I was gone that weekend. I came home Monday. I had the interview with Elvira on Tuesday. And Tuesday night, I left. So I was only home for like one day. Tuesday night, I had the red eye from Portland to Florida. And what had happened was I wasn't going to go to MegaCon. My plan was to go to New York Comic-Con. And that was the plan for a while. I have received word through some friends and some publishers that there is a good chance that New York Comic-Con does not happen. And I have received word that there's a good chance that Comic-Cons past August do not happen. Now, I don't know that for sure, and that's not confirmed. That's just kind of what the word in the industry is going around. And so don't quote me on that, but anyway, I heard that, okay? And then I was like, MegaCon's still on. I still have a credit from my flight from 2 years ago. So I called my good buddy Steve Whiting. I said, Steve, are you guys going to MegaCon? He's like, yeah. And Steve's like, it'd be great if you can come. And I'm like, what if I can? He's like, well, that'll be great. You can stay at my place. I'm like, great. That's what I need to know. I go, let me call you back a little bit later. So I go and I look at a trip and stuff, and I found the tickets, and it literally cost me $11 more than what my credit was. So I was like, great. And I called MegaCon and talked to someone there at MegaCon, asked them if they could get me passes. They said yes. So I got passes to go to MegaCon. Thank you for them for giving me the press credential passes. They gave me 2 passes. So one for me and one for Steve, which was great. So I appreciate that. I am going to do a review on MegaCon here in a little bit. And just because they gave me free passes doesn't mean they buy my review, because there was definitely some problems at MegaCon, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But I do want to say thank you for them for inviting me to come down. And I didn't have a table. A lot of people thought I had a table. No, I was just walking around, hanging out and stuff. So anyway, I called Steve back up. I said, hey, man, I'm good. I booked my flight. I got my tickets. As long as I got a place to stay, I'm coming. He's like, sure, you're good to go. So I said, don't tell anyone. But Steve went and said, I have a secret guest coming. And pretty much everyone who knew when he said that probably pretty much thought it was me. So it wasn't a surprise for a lot of people. But I didn't tell my Comics on Coffee people, which is our sponsor of the show. I didn't tell them that I was coming. They didn't know. They had a booth. I didn't tell anyone at Scout Comics. I didn't tell any of my creator friends I know very well. And anyway, I took a picture on the plane on the way there, and people kind of figured it out, and whatever. It is what it is. But that's kind of how it happened. I just kind of, on a whim, decided to go to MegaCon, and within 1 hour, I was like, well, it's all taken care of. And I got to enjoy going down there and seeing everyone. So it was a great trip, and I got back yesterday morning. They lost my luggage. My luggage didn't show up till later, and they actually delivered it to my house late last night. Everything was fine, which is great. But it was a good trip all in all. Let me just tell you, man, there were so many people there. And it was such a great event because obviously it was MegaCon, but it was Steve Whiting's birthday. And people say it was the 60th birthday. It wasn't, but it might as well be. Let's just say it. I had to write down the list of people, and I'm missing some people here who I got to hang out with, which we just had a blast. We had 4 days of just absolute awesome time together. And I got to meet Cookie from Just a Little Podcast. Like I said, I wrote these down. Hi, Alea, Comic Bro. I met him before. Just great seeing him and his friend. It was awesome. We spent probably the most time with him. Geek Aficionado, never met him before, was on a live stream with him and Robert G on his channel a while back. Got to meet him. He was a lot of fun. He actually had a Tesla, and he drove me around in his Tesla. And it wasn't his. I think it was a friend's. I've never driven a Tesla before. He didn't let me drive. This is a good thing. But that was kind of cool. It's pretty much just like a car with no dashboard and an iPad right in the middle that tells you to do everything. And it was pretty cool, man. You couldn't tell if it was on or off. I know. I loved it. It was fast. We had a good time. Geek Aficionado. Got to meet Rod finally after the first time I went down there. I was supposed to meet him. It didn't happen. Got to meet him, Rod the Weekend or whatnot. So I got to meet him and his lovely wife. That was great. We all know how much he loves his wife. And you know what? I see why. She was fantastic. And meeting Rod was great too. He's littler than I thought he was. I knew he was little, but he was even more little than I thought. He's like a little dude. Javi from Conquista Dorks or whatnot. I missed him. He was here in Portland a while back, and Sam got to meet him, and we just weren't able to make it work. But I got to meet him, and he actually flew into town from like San Francisco, so he came from the West Coast as well. Got to hang out with him. That was great. We all played like dominoes and stuff. The Boatwright family, Boatwright himself, Little Boat was there. Got to meet. I think I met him before, and I met Boatwright last time I was there. Stay Puff and his brother. I met Stay Puff before as well. Love seeing that guy. First time meeting his brother. Doyle Comic Art. I met him before, obviously. Good meeting him. The people at Scout Comics, they were all there, which is great. Jonathan Hendrick, like I said before, he's the creator of the Recount or whatnot. Seeing him in person, we talk all the time. Alfred Page, the guy who wrote Chess and the guy who wrote Blowtorch. Great seeing him again. Bradley Golden, he's like the main guy at Second Sight Publishing. First time meeting him, spent many a time talking to him on the phone and messaging him, and first time meeting him, which was fantastic. Jim Shooter was there again, so I got to see Jim Shooter and talk to him. He was only there for a day or whatnot, but that was nice. Let's see. We went to the comic club, the comic pusher or whatnot, the comic book pusher. I don't know. Let's see, the comic club, comic book pusher. Went to his shop, got to see him again. That was great. There's other people I'm forgetting, and my apologies. I had to make a list because I literally went down the video that we did and shot, at the hotel, and okay, get all the names right and stuff like that and stuff. Everyone was great, and honestly, the best part about the con was hanging out with other people in the comic book community. Bar none, I could do that all 4 or 5 days and not even go to the con. I would be perfectly happy. The best time we had was sitting in the lobby at the hotel talking about comics, or in the back room during Steve's birthday party on the live feed and stuff, and just hanging out. That was or going out to eat. We went out to eat every night, and the restaurants were fantastic, and the food was great, and it was actually very reasonable as far as price. And I like that. I even drank a little bit of alcohol, which that doesn't really happen, but that was really good. But I didn't get drunk. I was good. Other people did. Hi, Leah. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. I don't know. When I think about it, me and Steve drove to the con every day and left every night. And it was like an hour and a half drive both ways. And our conversations we had on the way there and the way back were just great, and especially on the night that Steve got his birthday present, which was the first appearance of Groot, and how much that meant to him. He had no idea he was getting it, which is just fantastic. And he was so jacked. We didn't leave the hotel till like 2:30 at night. And he was so jacked up the whole time going back home. And so was I. And I was so happy for him. And just wonderful time. And honestly, I want to talk about Steve Whiting. Steve was one of my favorite guys who I've ever met. And honestly, him and his family are just fantastic. And for them to host me or to put me up or whatnot, they're just lovely, lovely people. And anyone who knows Steve and knows his family are going to tell you exactly the same thing. He is one in a million. Him and his wife were meant to be together. They are just fantastic people. Just watching them banter back and forth is just a thing of beauty. And the first time I ever met them, I looked at them both. I said, "Oh my God, you guys are meant to be together. You guys are perfect soulmates." And they kind of looked at me like, "What?" But they are so perfect for each other. And really, Steve, thank you so much, man. It was sad to leave, man. It was wonderful to be there, and I'm looking forward to the next time to hang out with you and your lovely family. I mean, your grandkids, your grandson. Finally seeing him. Your wife was just, she's just awesome, and just an all-around great guy. And like I said, everyone who knows Steve, they're nodding their head right now, and they're saying, "Yeah, he is just one of the most generous, kind, energetic 60-year-olds you'll ever meet in your life." And I am very fortunate to say that he's one of my best friends. So, Steve Whiting, thank you, sir. You're always welcome here at any time. Let me go ahead and go back to the chat. 9 to 5, hello. Logan's shiny goodness. There you go. Shane, hello. Let's see here. I know I'm missing a lot. I'll kind of go through these pretty quick. Comic Book G-Spot. What's up, Robert? How you doing, my friend? Jay Ward, hello. The only thing that could make this Comic-Con better is if more of the comic book community was there with us, because that's what made it so special, is that there was so many people with us, and if there was more, it'd just be icing on the cake. Ben, hello. Let's see. Like I said, I'm just kind of going through this a little quick. Marshall, hello. Jonathan is the local where I live, and oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, he's a great guy. Great guy. Nick's, hello. Appreciate you. Just trying to find new people in here. Steve White, hello. Scout Comic Books, yeah. The recount's awesome. It's one of my favorite books. Bob's surgery went well. He's okay, good. Good. Yeah, I texted him this morning right before it, so I haven't heard from him since. So he might have already texted me. So didn't even know there was a live chat. Yeah, this is live, my friend. We are live. Eric, hello. Like I said, oh, there's Hialeah. He's a blast. We had such a good time. We went out to Cheesy's or whatever that Cheddar's yesterday or the day before. Good food, good time. Road Trader there, the damage box. There you go. Battle damage. There you go. It's called the battle damage box. It's freaking awesome. I love it. I'd buy plenty of them. I have no problem buying that box. Placing Bob the pastor with someone called Sleepy Reader. You know what? We're all friends. We're all part of the Portland comic crew, and Bob gives his blessing and his name is Damien. We're all good friends here in Portland, so no worries at all with that. Did I get my mom? No, my mom didn't sign it. She was not with me at the MegaCon, so let's see. But she did sign my other one, so yes, we did have a blast. Jay, what's up, my friend? Roy, hello. If I miss you, my apologies. Sarah, hello. Big Polish guy, hello. I'm a big fan. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Dole is fantastic. Good. He's a fun guy too. It's fun to hang out with him. We went out to eat with him and stuff, and he was enjoying himself. Brian, hello. Spy, hello. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, what's going on, man? That was one of the things. Jeff, unfortunately, was under the weather for a bit, so we didn't get to see him in person, but we talked to him on the phone quite a bit. I'm pretty sure he didn't have a shirt on the whole time. I've met Jeff in person, so that's a good thing. Comics on the Mind, how you doing? Let's see. Puff Comics, hello. Just kind of scrolling. Two Gun Pedro, what's going on? I'm getting to the end here. Jamira Cinemas, what's up, man? Rob, hello. No Comics Con having a bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was on a plane flying here, and I thought about doing something when I got home, but I was exhausted. And honestly, I've been exhausted for about 2 weeks. It's been a very crazy couple weeks, and luckily I don't have anything planned as far as going anywhere. But there's a lot on my plate to kind of start getting into that I've been putting off. But we'll definitely start doing that this week. Geek Out with Roscoe, hello. Okay, I think I gotta go talk to you later. Glad I did have fun. Okay, we'll have to go have coffee soon, John. John's a local guy as well. Okay, some other things I want to go over real quick. So I did the Elvira interview, and that was awesome. I absolutely loved it. And Elvira is freaking amazing. And I didn't know what to expect. I don't really do a lot of celebrity interviews or whatnot. I've only done like 2 or 3. But she was fantastic. And I want to say thank you to Dynamite for setting that up. We were promoting her new book, the Wrath of the Con or whatnot, her Kickstarter campaign. And I kid you not, she did 3 interviews that day, okay, on the YouTube. She did mine. She did the that bigger channel, whatever it's called, that does the trade paperbacks. I can't remember their name. Something I really don't know. Anyway, it's a bigger channel. They do a lot of trade paperbacks, and I know people in here know who they are. But she did theirs, and she did another channel. Ours on the Comics with Bueller is the most watched Elvira interview that day. Even compared to the bigger channel, it has twice as many subscribers as this one does. This one had, like I said, we have more views than what they did. So to them, whoever they are, if I remember your name, sorry, it is what it is. So I want to say thank you to everyone who watched that video. I loved it. I had a great time. There's no cuts in that video. It was all one take. I didn't cut anything. It was a pre-recorded video, but I wanted to pre-record it so I could put the graphics on the screen with her and the logo and all that stuff to pop up. But we literally recorded it earlier that day. I edited it within a couple hours and put it up there, and you guys really enjoyed it. So thank you everyone who loved the Elvira. So here's the deal, man. They were at like $53,000 on their campaign for their Kickstarter campaign for that book that they were doing with 2 days left. Friday the 13th was the last day. Their next stretch goal was 56,666, and then the next one was 66,666. I thought we could help them get to the 56,000 because that was only 3,000 away. They blew that away, and then they went past the 666 one, and they ended with like $72,000. So in 2 days after our video, made about 30% of their total for that Kickstarter campaign. They are extremely thankful to the Bueller audience and all you guys who watched, and the myself as well. And it just was, I was surprised. I looked at that number, I was like, oh my God, that was great. So thank you guys for helping out Elvira, the mistress of the dark, and helping her, she's going to do some cross promotion with my stuff coming up probably, because I'm doing a project with Dynamite as well. But you guys, the response to that, there was more comments in the comment section than the other channel. Like I said, I can't remember their channel. And, let me look it up. It's that bigger one that does the thing. That doesn't say a lot, but let me look it up. They do a lot more with the big that's not really saying much. They do a lot more with the like trades and stuff like that. Okay. Upload date was this week. We'll see what it is. It's the near mint condition. Yeah, near mint condition. Okay. Near mint condition has 50,000 subscribers. Their interview with Elvira did where's that interview? Did 2,400 views, okay, with their 50,000 subscribers. All right. Ours did 2,600 views with 20,000 subscribers. And as far as comments go, there is almost 70 comments on ours and only about 20 on theirs. So thank you everyone who watched that video. Made a huge impression on Elvira and Dynamite Comics as well. And I couldn't be more happy for that to happen. That being said, let me roll that into my next project. Oh, first off, we got a super chat from Clayton J. $10. You are amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much, Clayton. I appreciate that, man. All my super chats I'm getting, I said this last time, all the super chat money that I'm getting over the next few months is all going towards my next adventure. If you guys have watched, you guys are familiar with that, what that details. And a lot of traveling in a van, and it's going to be pretty cool. So thank you so much. Every dollar, whether it's $10, $100, or $1, trust me, for what I'm going to be doing, it's all helping. So thank you so much. Appreciate that there, Clayton J. Do I still need to do the 10 hits? 10. I'm slapping the duck 10 times, man. There you go. Okay, so I want to bring this up. So we did the thing for Elvira, had her on the channel. It was great, okay? The reason why that happened is because I'm working with Dynamite for my next exclusive cover, and they wanted to do some cross-promotion. I said, sounds fantastic. Now, if I show here, this is, if you guys can see this, this is the new Comics with Bueller huge surprise campaign. We're doing an Indiegogo crowd. I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with how these things work. And so maybe some of you guys are more up to date than I am, okay? Because I know a lot of people back Indiegogo or Kickstarter campaigns. What this is right now, this thing, you can go there right now. There's a link in the description down below. It's just a sign up for like the newsletter. It doesn't mean you have to buy anything. It's just literally you just email and they'll send you updates as far as what's going on. So do me a favor, go to the website. The link is down below. Sign up for it. They'll keep you up to date for when new stuff is announced. Not that you won't hear it from me, but you know what? I actually didn't even know this was up. It was already up before I knew about it, to be totally honest. So anyway, what I'm doing, I'm doing my next book with Dynamite. Let me tell you what I can tell you so far. What I can tell you so far is that this book that I'm doing with Dynamite, there'll be a lot of different things for the Indiegogo. You'll be able to get the Virgin variant, and there'll be stretch goals and all that stuff. And even the graded stuff, I'm sure they'll do that. Very similar to what they did with Gem Mint. This cover that we are doing together, I can't tell you the artist, but I can tell you he's famous. And I can tell you he's legendary. And when you find out who he is, you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe that that's the guy doing it. And there's a reason why I'm saying that, because of what he's going to be doing on the cover. There's definitely a first appearance on this book. And if I'm giving it away by saying that, I don't give a shit. But you know what? There is definitely a first appearance on this book. And I want to say thank you to this gentleman for doing this cover. He actually hasn't done it yet. He's been busy all this month. He starts at the 1st of September to put this thing together. And I'm assuming that's when the campaign is going to go live. And you'll have all the information then. That's why you want to sign up now so you know exactly what's going on. But this is a very cool, you can kind of take a guess. I don't know if I'm supposed to say what the book is yet, but, Dynamite, let's just say Red Sonja maybe, or Vampirella. So there you go. I'll give you just that. That's kind of their thing. Maybe something else. You never know. I don't know how much I can say. Anyway, this is by far, and I've said this to everyone, and I'm not kidding. The Marvel one was great. Don't get me wrong. I love having my name on the back of a Marvel book. And I think that's very special. But this one is something I never would even fathom is going to happen, what's going to happen on this one. And this will be a moment in my personal history to where, it's pretty fucking cool. I'm excited about this one. And I didn't ever think I'd get the opportunity to do this or even have someone want to do this, to be totally honest. And for the name that is doing this and for what this guy and maybe this guy isn't, let me put it to this. Maybe the guy who's doing it, maybe his name won't ring a bell when you hear his name. But when you know what he did in the past, you'll definitely know who he is, because he's involved in one of the most historic things in comic book history. I might have gave too much away. And he's going to be involved in maybe the second most historic thing. Maybe I'm putting too much on it right there. Okay. Maybe the most historic thing in my history. I don't know about that. I don't know. Anyway, do me a favor. Sign up for it. Like I said, you don't have to you don't have to buy it. Okay. This is just signing up for the newsletter so they can kind of gauge the interaction for it. Okay. I asked them when they started, when they did the Gem Mint campaign, when they did the first one, and I think the Gem Mint's first one did about $10,000 for the Indiegogo, which is a great number. And, Gem Mint has 120, 130,000 subscribers, whatever that number is. I don't know for sure. I know it's over 120. They said that they did about 10. I said we could beat it. I said, I know if we can make this happen, that $10,000 mark is just the beginning. And I pretty much guaranteed him that we will beat Gem Mint's first Indiegogo campaign without a doubt. And if this book is what it is, and then when I see the final version and able to share this with you guys, I think that it's going to do pretty well. So I'm very excited. I'm sorry, Jam, but I'm going to beat you. You know what? And we had a competition on the Comigories, and you came out the winner quote, or in parentheses, I guess you won on Comigories. I still think it was fixed. There were some shenanigans, but this time, my friend, I'm beating you, and there won't be any doubt about it. But you know what? Jim's a good guy. He's got a campaign going on right now for some gem box or whatnot, and by Jay Lee. So go check that out and stuff. But anyway, my goal for this one is to beat him handedly, like to embarrass the guy. And with the book that we're coming out with, it's going to sell itself. So anyway, I'm very excited. I'll let you know as soon as I can release more information. But like I said, it's by a legendary creator who's involved in one of the biggest events in comic book history. He's now going to be involved in something pretty big for the Comics with Bueller history. This is by Dynamite Comics. This is an Indiegogo campaign, and it's going to be tremendous on all levels. I'm pretty excited. All right, let me get back to the chat here. Yeah, that's the guy, Omar. He interviewed her too. That's right. Hey, there's my daughter, Paige. I was talking to her earlier. She's doing good. Started a new job. Everything's going well. Knights of Old, what's up, man? I was just talking about you the other day. I told a friend of mine that about the visit up to the studios and stuff and how awesome that was. Knights of Old, he works on a game. I don't know if I should say, but he works on Destiny for Bungie. I think, or at least I think he still is. And that's one of my favorite all-time video games. And as my kids know, my daughter there, I played that game for years. Literally, it will tell you how long you played for, and you can measure my time in playing that game in years. That's kind of how it is. Okay, let me go down here. Rod says, when you come to Cleveland, Ohio on your tour, brother, we are going to show. Awesome, man. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in Cleveland that I know, and looking forward to going there. And I kind of have some relatives there too. Let's see. Lucia Perillo, as always, with Dynamite. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just. I don't think it's a normal name that you see with Dynamite. So, I'll just say that it's not one of their normal guys. Is it McFarlane? No, it's not McFarlane. Probably Todd Pollard. Someday, although here's the thing, Todd does not do a lot of exclusives or other covers. I mean, think about it. When's the last time he did a cover for Philadelphia? Really, he does not do a lot of stuff. So it's and he doesn't do a lot of store exclusives for his books either. Or you know what I'm saying. Jason, yeah, sometimes I just can't hold it in. Another $10. Thank you so much there, Clayton. Like I said, man, I wish I could show you. It's not even done, but I described it. I know the premise of it, and they agreed on it. They agreed on what I wanted to do, and that was a big thing. They said, yes, that's an awesome idea. I'm down. They even added some ideas to it, and it's going to be really cool. So when I see the final product, I'm probably going to lose it. Alan Davis. Everyone's taking a stab here. Dan Jurgens is my bet. Jurgens is a good guy. I just met Dan Jurgens. Bueller, greater than Jim Mitt. Yeah, he's not in here, is he? Jim Lee. I don't know. That's a good guess. Looking forward to hearing what the book will be. Awesome, Oliver. I think everyone's going to enjoy it. Some people already know. They don't know the like I said, since the book's not done, they don't know what it's going to look like. So, but I have told a few people what the concept is just to hear some reaction. I hope Rose City still, yeah, me too. It's got to be Liefeld showing Bueller how to drop it. Yeah, it's not Rob Liefeld. It is not Rob Liefeld and it is not Tom McFarlane. Those two I will rule out. Add this to the Bueller family truckster. The family truck. That's National Lampoon's calling out the National Lampoons right there. Dwayne, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Awesome, dude. Yeah, like I said, all this money goes towards the family truckster. It's not much of a family truckster if I'm the only one in it, right? McFarlane, he'll only do image covers. Joe Jusko would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I think you guys are going to be surprised. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I wish I could tell you more. I know it's never mind. That's too much. I'll save that for later. I'll save it for later. Anyway, it's an homage or somewhat an homage. It's how I described it as an homage or whatnot, but it might not be an homage, a cover. But how I described it, I used a reference or whatnot. I don't know if it'll be a true reference to that or not. We'll have to see. But anyway, it's a reference to a book that may or may not be behind me. Anyway, let's see. We'll be happy to draw Rob Liefeld showing Bueller how to. Whatever happened to the Rob Liefeld? Nothing. I had not heard a word from them. We tried to make it happen. I had Rob on the show for about 30 seconds. His camera wasn't working. He's like, "What's going on?" And he said he liked the background, and he fell off, and I was never able to get him back on. And unfortunately, I have not heard from them since. His agent haven't heard a word, and the last thing I heard was, "We'll let you know." And so, as it stands, I have nothing more to tell you. Unfortunately, I did do a video. You might have saw it there, camp and my epic fail, Rob Liefeld, and it is what it is, man. I wish I could make it happen, but there's no guarantees. Like I said, I haven't heard from them. They did tell someone that they will reschedule because someone said something in their Twitter feed, but I haven't heard nothing. So I'm not really. I got a lot more on my plate to take care of and stuff. So I'm kind of, if it comes up again, I'll take advantage of it. But until then, just gotta keep on moving, right? No, that is not. That is not. That is not. That is not. I confirm. I will confirm those two things. It is not an homage to the death of Superman. It is not an homage to Spider-Man 300 or 301 or all those. I love Donny Cates, and your interview was amazing. He shows you a lot of love. Donny was tight-lipped about his Spawn cover. Not gonna lie, sadly disappointed. Was revealed King Spawn variant. You know what? Here's the thing. Donny is not an artist. I mean, he's an artist, don't get me wrong. But that's not obviously what he's known for. And I think he did a good job. I think he drew it a lot better than I could have drawn it. I think he drew it a lot better than 95% of the people could draw it. And then he's got Todd McFarlane doing his ink for him. And that's a pretty damn good inker to have on your side. And he told me, he said he was hesitant about doing it. And then Todd told him, he said, "I'll make it look like $1 million." And he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." So they're good friends. And, you see Donnie's phone and it has Todd McFarlane's name on there. That's pretty cool. And, but yeah, I had a great time interviewing Donny Cates. He was really kind with me and stuff. And really, him and I talked quite a bit that weekend because there was really nothing going on. So, nothing but gratitude towards Donnie and stuff. So I appreciate that. Second time he's been on the show. First time I didn't even know what he looked like. And he took the time to come on the show. The second time he's on the show, the last time, he took over the show and grabbed the mouse away from me and ate my candy and kind of did his own thing. So he's great. He's got a great sense of humor and he was very open with me and shared. We did a panel together, and I hosted this panel in front of everybody, and he really enjoyed that. And he said I did a good job. So anyway, next time I see Donny Cates again, we'll do more stuff together. Sirius Liefeld, give Bueller a call and yeah, exactly. Would love to see Donny Cates do a Violet. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Donnie is a Marvel main. I get it. Marvel main guy. Yeah. Cates is like 700 books, right? Yeah. That'd be awesome, man. That'd be pretty cool. I think Donny Cates would be a tremendous Spawn writer. He didn't share anything with me about anything in the future besides doing that cover, but I think Cates would do a fantastic in the Spawn universe, whatever it is. Donny Cates is to me the new generation Todd Father. That's awesome. Is it a Frank Cho cover? It's. I just met Frank Cho this weekend. And at the MegaCon, said hello to him. He's good friends with that guy who was hitting on my mom, Howard Chaykin. And so me and Howard were talking about him at the Washington State SummerCon. So I went up to Frank and introduced myself and said, "Oh yeah, me and Howard were talking about you and your new book and everything and stuff." So first time meeting Frank Cho. It's a celeb drinking coffee in the cemetery. That's a good imagination. Spy, how you doing? Let's see here. Hey, Bueller, I met the Chris Claremont this past Saturday in Cleveland, and he was so nice, and it was an honor to meet him. Yeah. Man, here's the thing. When you get the chance to meet Chris Claremont, he's a talker. And if you're in your line getting his autograph, he will sit there and talk to you. He's told me a couple times, he's like, he charges for a signature for the most part. He wants the people to get their money's worth. So he will take the time and ask him a question. If you're getting your signature, ask him about something. He'll definitely take the time and talk to you and let you know what he's thinking. Once Donnie is done with Marvel, I think he will co-write Spawn with Todd. Yeah, possibly. He's with Marvel for quite a few more years. I think he just signed another 5-year contract not too long ago. Big Polish guy, okay, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Every time someone joins Substack exclusively, Donnie gets apparel. I guess a lot of people are joining that. We'll see how that works out. We don't really know how it's going to work out. If it's successful or not, time will tell. And we'll go from there. Here's the thing. Like I said, I think I said it before. These people might be moving the Substack or whatnot, but that'll just give more opportunities for other people to step up, write for other people. And, someone had to step out of the way for Donnie Cates to do his stuff. Someone had to step out of the way for James Tynion to do his stuff. It always evolves. So if Tynion steps out of the way, someone will step up to take his place. And if he's not very good, someone else will come up and do that. So it's always a revolving door. So it's not the end of the world. I look at it as we'll get more opportunity to find new talent out there. Artists. There's tons of artists out there that are looking for work and stuff. Writers. You never know what you're going to get. So you got to look at it that way. Keep an open mind. And luckily we'll get some. The brand new Rom V comes out of nowhere and stuff, So the best part of your Cage interview was him hushing his team. Yeah. She kept walking over there. She's like tapping on her wrist, and he's like, "Go." He's like, "Go away." I don't need this on the screen, do I? No. He's like, "Go away. I'm fine. There's nobody over there. I want to do this," and because there wasn't anybody in his booth. And if there was someone in his booth, I would have told him. I would have said, "Hey, man, there's people there." So I don't want to take that time away from them. They're the ones who paid to get in. Guns. Hello, everyone. Hello. Tommy, hello. How are you? Okay, let's go ahead and get to I wanted to review the MegaCon itself. What I liked and what I didn't like and what I literally despised about this Comic-Con. Okay. First things first, I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I'm from Oregon. It's a very, the climate is a lot different than Florida. It is what it is, but I kid you not, man, I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Florida, I step out the door. It's so humid, I'm sweating within 2 seconds. I can't get over that. It's just crazy. I was sweating the whole time I was down there. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with MegaCon. It's just the climate. But you know what? It wouldn't work for me for a while. I have to live there for a few years to get used to it, but being there for a week, I was sweating, nonstop sweating. So I was gross. So to the con itself, first things first, like I said, MegaCon gave me tickets, gave me passes. Thank you, MegaCon, for stepping up and doing that and taking care of that. It would have cost me a few $100s. So I appreciate that. So MegaCon itself, going from Washington State SummerCon, which I was at the weekend before, very much smaller, no comparison in size. But there is some things that you can look at and say, okay, they did this better and they did this wrong. For one thing, the trying to get to the venue, it was just a freaking nightmare. I mean, literally, you are walking like a mile to get to the con itself. The parking, wherever it's at, it's just, it's crazy. For one, there's a lot of people and there's horrible parking the whole time. I don't know how they get in there. Even when you do find a place to park, it's literally a mile or more. And there's up and down stairs and all this stuff. It's just nuts. And they only had one part of the building open. So even if you got to the building, you'd have to walk around the whole building to get to the side to where they had the open door. That was like ridiculous. Because, I mean, everything, you could go, if they let you in the building, you could walk around, but it'd be air conditioned, you'd be fine. No, they had it all blocked off. And apparently, if I asked around, that wasn't the norm. Normally you could get in multiple things. They didn't have a drop-off. There was no place to be dropped off. Say if you had your buddy or whatnot, drive you up, do a thing, drop you off, go to con. They didn't have that. They had every street blocked off with police and everything. So that was just stupid. Then when you get into the con, they funnel you through these multiple areas. And I hated it. I literally hated it. You go into the con, you get your bags checked, that's fine. Everyone's wearing a mask, that's fine. They funnel you into the entrance room. You go through, these people are just yelling at you, to do this stuff. If you're getting a pass, you got to go in line, get your pass. That's a whole other story. We didn't have to do that, so that's great. Then once you got your pass, you had to activate it. You actually had to call like a number to activate your pass. And there's all these people just standing around trying to activate their pass right in the middle of nowhere. And it's just like, that's, once you get it, you think you're good. Nope, you got to call the number, you got to activate it, or you got to go online and activate this thing. I personally think it was a scam. I don't even think it was an actual thing. And then when you start going into the con, they scan your badge. They scan the pass. There's no barcode on the thing. There's nothing on there. And I'm like, I even asked the lady, I go, what are you guys scanning? And she's like, what? I go, what are you guys scanning? She's like, oh, well, you come in and come out. I go, but there's nothing on there to scan. It doesn't make sense. I go, I told her, I think it's fake. She kind of laughed or whatnot. So anyway, you scan to get in, and then you walk around, and there's this huge empty area that's just ginormous. And there's nothing there for like about 100 yards. And then you walk into the Comic-Con. They have it all fenced off, and they have a little narrow entrance. It's literally about 15 feet wide, and they funnel you all into that little 15-foot. The only place to actually get into the con itself is right there, that 15-foot entrance. And they put a goddamn photo thing right in the very front with this photo to take pictures of you in a life-size version of Wolverine and Hulk and Hulkbuster and whatnot. And people are just lined up right in the front. You can't even get in the damn thing. I'm like, the layout is just awful. And I heard this from multiple people that was there, okay? And then if you want to leave, if you go out, they scan you out. They scan you out again with the little fake scanner thing, which, like I said, I don't think it was real. And then if you want to go back in, guess what? You got to go through the whole damn process again to get back in there. Every con I've been to, once you get the lanyard or whatever, the tag, you can come in and out and whatnot, multiple different exits and entrances and stuff, and you're good to go. And once you go through the bag checks, because the bag check is the first thing, and the COVID is the first thing, and then you have access to the whole venue. They didn't do that at all. It was just stupid. And even like the guys I was talking to who have been there for a while, they're like, this is not how they've done it in the past. And so for that point, they get an F. It was horrible. And Saturday, it was so packed. There were so many people. I think they sold more tickets than they've ever sold from what I heard. And the way they have that huge, big area that there's nothing there, all they would have to do is literally take about 50 feet of that, extend it out, and bring that stuff out a little bit. They could have made it so much easier for people to get around. But no, whoever was doing the planning on that stuff, just, they crapped the bed or whatnot. So I couldn't stand that. Even one of our buddies, Boatwright, he was like, this is ridiculous. He went home on Saturday. He wasn't having any of it. And it was just, the layout was horrible. They could have done so much better on this. And hopefully in the future, they take more time and put it together. The amount of vendors and stuff that were there, Joe Doyle, he's in the chat. He had a little booth there as well. How you doing, Joe? Great selection. Hats off to that. Lots of comic books, lots of different things, arts and all that stuff. That was all there. So I enjoyed all that stuff. I didn't really go hunting for comics, but my buddies that were with me, they found lots of great stuff. Prices were a little high, but they knew some people and they got better deals. But it's Comic-Con. You're going to pay a little bit more. The Comics on Coffee, my sponsor of the show, they have a booth there selling coffee. They sold out. They sold every bag of coffee that they had. They sold out on Thursday. They sold out on Friday. They sold out on Saturday with like 4 hours left in the con. They didn't have anything. They came back Sunday morning with a bunch. They were out by noon on Sunday. It was all gone. So congratulations to Comics on Coffee. That's very cool. Very happy to know they did so well at this con. They said they could have brought triple and they could have sold all those as well. So the selection of stuff was fantastic. It was just the layout was so crammed, packed, and they had like I said, they had the room to make it bigger, and why they didn't use it makes absolutely no sense at all. They lost pretty much half of their guests canceled on. People were canceling the day of the show. The guy who was the Gus from Breaking Bad, and he plays in The Mandalorian. I always forget his name. He was at Washington State SummerCon the weekend before. He canceled the day of his appearance. They probably had a couple thousand tickets sold for that one, for his pictures and stuff like that. He canceled the very day. There was tons of people that canceled, tons of creators that canceled. Pretty much anyone under contract with Marvel and DC, they canceled. We still had a nice selection of creators that were there that were great to talk to. Jim Shooter was there. Like I said, it was nice catching up with him. Joe Doyle, he's a creator. He's an artist and stuff. He was there. Mike Mayhew was there. Clayton Crane was there. Frank Cho was there. But really, when you look at the AAA talent, the headliners that they put at the top, they were all gone. Donny Cates gone. I mean, you name it. All the, like, at least half of the main people were all gone, which is unfortunate, but we kind of knew that going in there. And then all the celebrities, all you hear all day is cancel. So there's not much they can do about that. So I don't want to hold that against MegaCon. It is what it is. And so there you go. Prices of food were MegaCon price or con prices, pretty much to be expected. No big deal. I'd say the best thing about the con was hanging out with the friends and being with the people that you enjoy to be with, like-minded people, collect the same thing, love the same thing. That's the best part about the con. And for that, I would go back every day of the week just to hang out with my friends and just to be a part of that, just to say hello to people that take their time to watch my show and interact with them and all that stuff. Definitely, I would like to have a booth next time. The last 3 cons I've been to, I've had a booth at every one. That makes a big difference. My feet are just sore. I got blisters and stuff, and being able to sit down in the booth, because all I did was, when I was there, I just got a bunch of messages. Hey, what booth are you at? What booth are you at? And I'm like, oh, I'm just walking around. So if I have a booth next time, and some people offer me their booth, the coffee people said I could sit there, the Scout Comics, or not Scout Comics, but the Second Sight Comics, that I could set something up if I wanted to. And they even offered me a place over by the celebrities and stuff if I wanted it. They offered me that on Saturday because my buddy Steve, who is the owner of the Washington State SummerCon, is friends with the guy who owns the community that does the MegaCon. And so he was there helping them out. And he said, I'm sure I can get you a booth over there if you want it. I said, no, I don't want it. I didn't bring any stuff. And their internet was their internet was $80 a day. That's why I didn't live stream. It's because their internet was $80 a day if you wanted to use the internet, and my connection was horrible. If it would have went live, I would have been live quite a bit. So, just didn't happen. Let's see here. Said hello to Joe. Like I said, me and Joe had some good talks, good times. Let's see. Double loss. I lived there for over 2 years. Never got used to it. Never would. Talking about the humidity. 62 Lefty. Why in the world do you want every book he wrote signed unless you're trying to sell them? Which books is that? Talking about Chris Claremont or something? I don't know. Let's see. Atlanta Dragon Con. Yeah, I've heard about Dragon Con. Give me an exhibitor pass. I'd rather have the press pass. I'd rather have a featured guest pass. That's the best one, because the featured guest pass gets you into the VIP room. And my mom loved that. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it. Did that just happen? I'm not too up to date on some stuff. It's been kind of hectic. Saturday was sold out. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what my buddy Steve told me from the other con. Maurice, hello. How are you? Jonathan says, glad I got to meet you there. Awesome, man. Appreciate that, Jonathan. I love meeting people there. I wore the vest. I wore the glasses and the hat, even though I was sweating. But I know it's easier for people to identify me. I had to wear a mask. But if I take the hat and the vest and the glasses off, people don't recognize me because I look really funny and kind of disturbing, and probably people wouldn't want to approach me, which I get. But I had the whole Bueller get up on, and so that way it made it easy for people. But there's so many people there. I mean, there's 100,000 people there, so it gets packed. Bueller, did you get any signatures from fans, content creators you met at the con? I think you might have missed this, Joe. This is something I do. This is from this is all signed from either fellow YouTubers I got a chance to meet, basically just fans of the show that come up to me and introduce themselves. A few creators are on here as well, some friends of mine, but they all signed it for me over this past weekend. I didn't get everyone. I didn't have the book a couple times, and I missed out on getting a few people to sign, probably a couple dozen or whatnot, maybe a dozen. So I apologize to them. But as you can see, this book has quite a few signatures on it. It's from all just wonderful people, including Joe's artwork right down here. The Venom. It's awesome. Anyway, so that's where I had autographed. I didn't get anything else autographed. I really don't. I don't ask for autographs a lot, to be honest. So here's what I'm hearing. You need a exhibitor pass, internet, and a foot massage. Yeah. I actually, last night, I had one of those foot massage water things or not. I put my feet in that for like an hour. The Spawn movie found you. Oh, that's cool. Kate's on Hulk is a dream come true. Yeah, he's going to kill it. And a bunch of other people. Joseph, positive eyes. Let's you think it's Joseph. Appreciate that, my friend. Some guns going off outside. I don't know what's going on. Argyle T-Bone here. Love you. Thank you. T-Bone? T-Bone? My T-Bone? Right there? Right there? That's who it is? Saturday was nuts. Yeah, it was crazy. That's why I call it. Yeah, mine is a reverse Clark Kent because this is I put the Clark Kent outfit on to look like Bueller, and I take the Clark Kent outfit off to look like a horrible, drunken version of Superman or something. I don't know. A homeless version of Superman. You need to recreate your image into Tommy Muhammad. You're saying, man, I have a big company reach out to me recently that I'm going to be talking with this coming week. I'm talking a big company, and I might be able to be offering something really cool to you guys, not related to comic books, but just a big company. So I was a little surprised, but we talked to the same demographic, so it must be working. Teenage Moon Knight, what's up? James Gunn's Suicide Squad is garbage. Great, thanks for sharing. None of us are talking about that, but Teenage Moon Knight wants to. We see TV. That's right. It's fun to see Kate run amok with the red. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think it's October. Superheroes should not be a genre. They should be a very subjective medium of storytelling that any writer can touch upon. All right. Gates is going to kill it, and a whole bunch of people. Yeah. This is not inside information. This is just me saying something. Hey, I was right on him doing Hulk. I think he's going to kill Thor. And I think his run will come to an end with Thor, or there'll be a different version of Thor. But I think he's going to take Thor and slap Hulk on there, and they're going to have a battle, and the Hulk's going to kill Thor. I think that's what's going to happen. Like I said, that's not inside information. He didn't say anything like that to me. That's just my guess, based on history of stuff he likes to do. And but you never know. So we'll have to wait and see if that comes true. If it does, it is what it is. But nobody ever really dies. We all know that. So he'd be dead for like a week. Is it November? It might be November. John said, I left Friday. That show was crazy. Every comic creator charged, and so many Yeah, I think they did. A lot of them did charge. Some, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't ask for autographs and stuff. I mean, as far as creators, I want to meet. I just go introduce myself and stuff, you know, and kind of just go from there. No, that's not what it was. Bigger company than that. Bigger company. Fortune 500 type thing. No, we're not doing it. Although we did come up with a funny bit, and we might just do that bit just for the hell of it. Anthony, what's up, Bueller? On my break before I hit the road. Awesome, man. Just hanging out. Clay, thank you again. Do you like the Ducks too, or just the Beavers? I'm a fan of both. My nephew went to Oregon State and for a few years, and so he kind of turned a fan of me from Oregon State and stuff. But I also like the Ducks. Also, I've been a Ducks fan for pretty much my whole life, and then after my nephew went to Oregon State years back, kind of had me a fan there. So it's not like we have a lot of sports teams in Oregon, so we kind of take what we can get. So. So we'll get yeah. See, that's the thing. They will they don't stay dead for long. Manscaping with Bueller. Beavers, there you go. You got the lawnmower 3.0. That's awesome. Who doesn't like Beaver? Who doesn't like it? Is that it? Am I caught up on the comments? I think so. Let's see. Did I cover everything? I probably missed some stuff. I covered the Indiegogo campaign. Like I said, this is something. All you gotta do, just go sign up for it. The link is down below. You don't have to. This isn't buying it right now. Just go sign up for the newsletter so you stay up to date. Because honestly, they'll probably put out information before I do. Because they'll put it out and then they'll give me the green light to talk about it. So do me a favor. Go to this link. It's in the description of this video. Go to the link, put your email, sign up or whatnot. That way you'll stay up to date. Like I said, it's not to purchase anything. It's just to stay up to date with what's going on. And then when it does go live, if you want to join the campaign, you're more than welcome to. But if you don't want to, no worries. Bob should have made it. Yeah. I don't. Well, he's pretty. He's he gets he's a little, his mind is on other things, as far as like the surgery he's had and stuff like that. So, when you're going in for surgery in a couple of days, your mind kind of wanders away from making a YouTube video, to be totally honest. You got to make sure everything's squared away. Did I like the new Suicide Squad movie? I watched most of it. I fell asleep, not because it was boring, just because I was tired. I fell asleep for about 20 to 30 minutes of it. So I got to go rewatch it. But from what I watched, I thought it was pretty good. Wasn't bad. CFAP, Bueller, thanks for all the shows and live videos. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, here's the thing. I haven't been doing a lot of my regular videos lately. I haven't had my top 10 video on for a while because I've just been doing the Comic-Cons. And like I said, I've been away from my house for the last 2 weeks. I've only been home like 1 or 2 days. And I really got to get caught up and stuff. And then I'm going to start doing auctions. And I think I'm going to start doing auctions this weekend. And I'm going to be selling my books. And I actually have some giveaways I got to mail out. Obviously, I was out of town. I wasn't able to do that. So there's like 2 or 3 giveaways that I got to take care of and get those mailed out. And I should have those out this week. So if you were one of those people that want to give away, you already know who you are. And those will be heading your way this week. And then we'll get back to I'll have my preview video out tomorrow. And one thing about the preview video, I don't know if you guys noticed, if you watch the preview video, I'm not on the video anymore. I'm not shooting the little 2-minute clip in the beginning of me in front of the books. I kind of came to the decision that I don't need to. And the reason why is because it's not about me. That video is about the books that are coming out next week. I'm still doing the commentary. You can still hear my voice and my what I think might be clever banter when I describe the books. Probably stupid, but I'm still there. But really, you don't really need me, the picture of me in that video. That's what the copy video for, and that's what the other ones are for. And it makes it a little bit easier for me to make that video and not have to film something different and splice it all together. So going forward, it's just going to have a little quick introduction to what we're showing that day. 20, 30 seconds. I might even change that up a little bit, make it more flashy, and then straight to the books for all the books that are coming out next week. And then I'll do a little thing at the end or whatnot. So just means that you guys can get the information quicker. I'm not necessarily needed to sit there and say, hey, this is Bueller, look at me, da-da-da. You don't need to do that. So anyway, so far nobody said anything, so I don't think it's an issue. But going forward, that's kind of how it's going to be. R says, that 3-mile hike up to the 45. Yes, that was, man. We had to hike that most of the time. So the hike back over it was okay. For being a Ducks fan, Eugene is a beautiful place. Hope you come to Michigan. First thing, Eugene is beautiful, and my daughter thought about going to the going there for school back in the day. We did a tour of the Ducks campus. It's just phenomenal. But yeah, I can agree. And Michigan is on my list. Definitely want to go there someday. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll be back next week. We got you covered. Shouldn't be any breaks in that for a while now. Like I said, we don't have anything planned, so. It's a J-Bone cover with Bueller hitting on the back page. Probably not. Please put HeroCon in Charlotte, North Carolina on your convention list for 2021. Yes, that would that probably would not be a problem, to be honest. That's one I want to go to. Ricky says, first time live, love your show. Keep up the great work in Memphis, Tennessee. Awesome, man. I'm going to go visit Memphis, Tennessee. And when I do, because I love it, I've been there multiple times. And when I go there, Ricky, we got to have coffee or something. Are the Bueller boxes going away once you go mobile? Here's the thing about the Bueller boxes right now. They're actually gone. I don't plan on doing any more Bueller boxes. So I would just say this. The Bueller boxes have been retired. At least that version of them. I just don't have the supply to do them. I actually sold like 800 comics at the comic convention 2 weeks ago. I brought a bunch of books and sold 50 cents for the books. And then someone came up the last part of the day and bought the rest of the boxes on the very last day. So anyway, those are all gone. So I don't really have books to make Bueller boxes. So as far as the Bueller boxes are, they have been retired in that form. If I do start doing something again, they'll probably be a little different. I thought about doing a box with an exclusive in there, something like that, but I don't know. But as of right now, unfortunately, my friend, the Bueller boxes, as you know them, have been retired. And thank you to everyone who purchased them, because I sold thousands of them and, really helped this channel keep on going, to be honest. Red Donny King, yeah, I saw that as well. I don't know the details yet. I got to look into it. You want to see the haul? It's at the beginning of the video, my friend. Very beginning. We get into it pretty quickly. So there's about 50 books. And check it out in the beginning. I think you'll be happy to see what I got. A lot of it was donated to me through the vendor. So just so you know. I like the way for the preview video, quick and painless. Yeah, there you go. More skin for blisters. Miami Beach for next SuperCon. That'd be awesome. I have your plot. There you go. If you have any Venom books, we should talk after the show. I do have Venom books, Joel. Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people contacted me about my books when they found out that I'm selling them. And when I say a lot of people, I'm saying a few hundred within about 2 days. The best thing I can say is I'm just going to do auctions on the books and give everybody an opportunity to buy the books. It's just I was hard for me to go through. Hey, do you have Venoms? Do you have such and such? When I got 200 people contacting me about individual books, I just decided the best thing to do is give everyone a chance to get what they want. It's the Bueller collection that will be for sale. These are all my books. They have Venom. They have Amazing Spider-Man. They have keys, non-keys, mint books. There's no CGCs or no graded books. There's reader books. You know, a little pretty much. I'm looking at about 30 boxes, short boxes to my right, and every one of them got to go. Every one of them got to go. I'm selling the whole thing. Something That's Killing the Children run, got to go. First Appearance Mary Jane, got to go. I mean, tons of stuff. My X-Men run, got to go. Iron Man, got to go. So, anyway, going to do, like I said, auctions on the channel, and that's how we're going to get rid of them. It's the best way and the fairest way I can do. I want your Spawn book. I don't think so. I don't think I do. One other thing I really want to say really quick, because I'm getting hit up quite a bit on this, and a lot of people want to do, and a lot of publishers approach me about doing more exclusive variant covers with them, and I want to do them, but I don't want to do too many to where it's like, man, he's just doing one every week or whatnot. You know, my initial plan was to do one every quarter. I don't want to do one every month, to be honest. I mean, I could do one every month. It's not a problem. They would be with a different publisher every month. But I kind of want to do one like every 2 months, and or a month and a half or something like that. You know, maybe like 8 to 10 a year. And I want to hear from you. Is that too many? I don't want to flood you guys with stuff I'm trying to push on you, unless it's something really special like this one right here. I think is going to be special. But I don't want to just flood you guys with a bunch of stuff, you know, week after week. So I'm going to try to keep it, you know, once every couple months and stuff like that, you know, for an exclusive, and kind of go from there. If you think that works for you guys, let me know. I mean, if you think it's too many, let me know. But like literally walking down the aisle and the emails I get from Image or from Black Box or from Second Sight and from just people I want to work with, like Joe is another great example. He's a gentleman right here. He's a great artist. I show his work all the time. He's someone I want to work with. He's someone I want to do a cover with. So, but I don't want to be just pumping stuff out and it's not special. I want them all to be special. So anyway, something I'm kind of balancing out. Yeah, but I kind of run out of things to say to publishers. Like, I'll be honest, I put Dynamite off for about 6 months. I didn't return their call or their emails for about 6 months, and finally I felt bad. And I'm glad I did, to be totally honest, because we're doing something very special. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it good. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and thank you everyone for all the support. You know, because of you guys, I've been able to do all this wonderful stuff. I don't have any Comic-Cons plans except for possible local ones for the rest of the year, unless something comes up. You never know. I might get a phone call, and if I get a phone call and, hey, we'd love to have you, I'd probably take them up on it and stuff like that. So Dynamite is awesome. You know what? I've had certain things with Dynamite I've said about them in the past, but now I know the people behind the curtain, and I got to tell you, I'm impressed with those people. And you really don't know until you know the people behind it and stuff like that. You know, I've kind of been hard on the Bad Idea comics. I still am. But I don't really know the guys behind the curtain, and so I got to leave a little bit of wiggle room. I'll give you a perfect example of that. The Spider-Man booth box. Okay, I reviewed their box. I've shared some opinions on that box. I don't know anyone behind the curtain. Well, this weekend I got to meet the guy who does the Spider-Man booth box. I can't remember his name, but I met him multiple times. We talked for probably a couple hours total. Wonderful guy. And just meeting him and kind of hearing his story and his philosophy and everything makes me appreciate what he has to do and what he has to go through to make that product happen. And doesn't sway me on my grade of that box. Whatever I give it is what I give it. But knowing him and knowing what he does and the work that goes into it does make me appreciate it a little bit more. So anyway, you never know. Couple other James, hello. Gerald, hello. Nick, hello. All right, I'm gonna call it good. Thank you everyone for stopping by tonight. It's an hour and a half. It's been a lot of fun. I got to get working on the preview video for tomorrow morning, and yeah, so I got to do that. All right, I will see everyone for possibly this weekend. Start doing an auction. I'm gonna see if I can't put stuff together. We'll probably start out slow, and it'll grow every weekend after that. So, all right, everyone, appreciate your time. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to go to the Indiegogo campaign. Just sign up for the newsletter. You're not signing up for to buy it yet. It's just the newsletter to get information. The link is down below. Go check it out. And the more people sign up, the more the people at Dynamite will be like, ooh, people like this guy. So anyway, all right, everyone, appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye. And